Very funny.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Thursday, July 21st. Today's going to be the first of my movie reviews, talking about the movies from the 80s, and I'm starting with a 1983 movie called War Games. It was directed by John Badham and starred Matthew Broderick, Ali Sheedy, and several others. It also has a cameo appearance by James Tolkan, who you will all recognize from the Back to the Future series as Principal Strickland. And no, I don't think James Tolkan ever does have hair in any of the films he's in. Okay, so the summary of War Games is it's about a bored, underachieving, but brilliant teenager who hacks into random computers for fun. And apparently he's done things of questionable legality, I suppose you could say. But he's also big into games, specifically video games, computer games, that kind of thing. And there's this company called Protovision who's coming out with new games, and he wants to hack into their system to try and play some of those games for free. See what I mean about questionable legality? Anyway, long story short, he accidentally ends up hacking into a Defense Department's computer system and wreaks a whole bunch of havoc with said department. I grew up watching it, so maybe I just like it by default. It's got an interesting little message at the end. It's got a lot of fun one-liners, like when the Matthew Broderick character, David Lightman, is trying to hack into the computer at first, he says, "Protovision, I have you now." What I liked most about the movie was the very young Matthew Broderick. I think this was even before Ferris Bueller's Day Off, a role that made him more or less famous. I think Ferris Bueller's Day Off came out in 1986, but I'm not sure. I would have to look that up, but I am 99% sure that War Games came out before Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I like the 80s nostalgia, even though I don't remember much of the 80s firsthand. It's kind of fun to see what things were like around the time when I was born and a toddler and that kind of thing. It's kind of fun to see how far technology has advanced from the 80s to now. What I disliked most about War Games was the language. It was fairly mild. I should probably let you know right now I am extremely conservative in my views in what should and shouldn't be in movies. I don't like it when they show skin, and I don't like it when there's a lot of foul language. This one was sort of mild on the language. It's pretty family friendly. I would say it's safe for kids 8 years and up. The things I'm going to be scoring are story, acting, script, humor, music, and cinematography. For the story, it's about, a little bit above average for the 80s because there were a lot of bad 80s movies. So I would give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is like my average rating for movies. That's, good overall movie. Not the best, but definitely not the worst either. Just fun popcorn movie. The acting is not Oscar quality, but it's not terrible either. I would call it about average, so that also gets a 7 out of 10. The humor, maybe I'm just outdated as much as this movie is, but I think it's pretty funny. The gag about the glasses-wearing, high-pitched voiced, nerdy geek working with computers, played by this one actor. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he's got this really high-pitched, annoying voice. He's sort of like a white Steve Urkel, I guess. Yeah, the humor I would give an 8 out of 10. Music, it's 80s music. It's mostly techno stuff, and it's not the best, so I would give it a 6 out of 10. Cinematography it's decent. It's pretty good. It's about average, so another 7 out of 10. Giving War Games a final TheClumsyJedi score of 7 out of 10. Okay, that's been my review of 1983 War Games starring Matthew Broderick and Ali Sheedy. Stay tuned next week because I'm going to be reviewing 1986's Labyrinth. Now there's a movie that'll play with your head. Anyway, until next time, this is TheClumsyJedi signing off. Bye guys!